Hello my brothers and sisters, welcome back to the channel. This is Kadima with another Wulong Fallen Dynasty video. This time something even more unusual than what I normally do on this channel. Normally the focus here happens to be build creation, build advice, build examples, showcasing the builds on PvE scenarios, PvP scenarios, and I was actually thinking about making a video with some advice for new PvP players who are interested in starting to do some PvP, or for those who have just started and are not very familiar with the system and how to play it effectively. I was going to make a video pointing out some advices and some strategies that you could use to improve your PvP games. However, I ran into another cheater to do it today, who I have ran into quite a few times by now. And instead I decided to make a video about the plague that is infesting Wulong Fallen Dynasty, which is the hackers and the cheaters. Now, if you are one of these people, which I doubt any of you on this channel happen to be a hacker or a cheater, but if you by any chance happen to be one, and you play the game single player, you play your game in your own world, you don't really engage in PvP, props to you, because you are not interfering with anyone else's fun. That's fair play. You are playing the game the way you want to play it, you are not affecting anyone's but yourself, so not a problem with that. If that's how you want to play it, I am not going to point the finger at you in any way, shape or form. But in another case, if you are engaging not only in PvP but also on co-op, helping other people, playing their game, defeating bosses, and you are a hacker, and let's say you are using a weapon that has 21 million attack power, which I have seen those going around. So if you are that kind of person, I would suggest that you reconsider what you're doing. The reason being, the person that summoned you for co-op, he wants to experience the game at its fullest. He wants the challenge of defeating that boss. Maybe he's struggling on his own and he decides to call for someone to help him out. And there you go, you show up with your 21 million attack power weapon and you one-shot the boss. I mean, thank you, but at the same time, do you really believe that's what the guy that summoned you wanted you to do? Probably not. So you kind of have just ruined it for him. You may point out at this point that he can always replay the mission. Agree, he can always replay the mission. Is he going to have the same impact though? Probably not. Because you kind of just ruined it for him. So if you are about to engage in co-op using hacks, I would urge you to reconsider that option. But worst than this is to actually engage in PvP using hacks or cheats. The reason being, the people like me and like many others that I became friends with playing PvP, like H2 Overdose, God of War, King Steel, the Reaper of Arabia, I could name a few more guys that I've become friends with playing this game, and we regular fight each other. We do it for fun and to test each other's skills, to improve, to get better, and also to test each other, because if I continuously fight the same guy, he's going to fight better as time goes on, not only just against me, I happen to be an experienced player, so I do think that I do present a challenge. So I'm going to help him improve, and they are going to help me improve. Fair play, not a problem with any of that. But if you are cheating and engaging in PvP, why would you do that? I mean, I am not going to be a challenge at all, because you can probably just one-shot me with a 21 million attack power weapon. And on top of that, most cheaters, the vast majority of cheaters and hackers, have infinite HP, or stupidly high values of HP. So, not only you are most likely going to one-shot me, but I am most likely going to do no damage at all, or I am going to do damage, fair enough, but I will never do 1 million damage, will I? So, you are basically never going to lose that fight, and I am never going to win that fight because you're going to one-shot me. So, are you doing it for to be annoying? Is that it? Because if you are, I mean, props to you, but you are only going to fool me once. If I see your name popping up as an invader again, I'm just going to disconnect. Unless what happens is I actually don't see your name there, and I do happen to go in the realm of battle arena, and oh, there you are, it's you. I might just go around, maybe have a laugh, like I did with this last guy, which I'm going to showcase in a minute, because this guy that I'm talking about, he actually happens to be one of the worst types of hackers in the game. Because most hackers, as I just said, they one-shot you, or they have infinite health. So, that's it. There's not a lot to it. They are going to hit you, or they can cast stuff forever. They have like infinite spirit. They cannot be stunned, or they have infinite divine beast scourge. That's okay. They are probably just going to do that. But on a different hand, what might also happen here is the kind of hacker that does not have infinite HP, and he does not have a one-shot killing weapon. But what he does have is that he tries to look like he's not cheating, so that you can actually kill this guy, but you can't really kill this guy. And you're going to understand this when I show you the fight in a minute. The fight itself will say everything that needs to be said, but I will be commenting on it just to point out how you can tell that someone is cheating. There's a few things you can tell. Now, if the purpose of this video is, of course, to try to change your mind into, if you are cheating, if you are a hacker, play the game solo. Don't interfere with other people's fun. Don't be a party pooper, as you want to call it, or whatever. But also, Team Ninja, we are waiting for you to fix this. We are waiting on you to fix this because we enjoy PvP, but we don't really enjoy being invaded by a hacker or a cheater. And we also don't enjoy, when we are on the invading side of things, to be invading hackers or cheaters. So, if Team Ninja could just fix this problem as soon as possible, that would be great. So, all of those who play legit can continue to have our fun. But all that being said, I will now go on to the video of the fight I was talking about, because it's at best laughable. But before I show you the fight, a few honorable mentions. Take a look at this guy. This is the usual cheater that you can find in game. He takes 0 damage. He is currently poisoned, he is currently burned, but 0 damage. Look at those ticks. 0, 0. And then he has this also a beautiful mode, which is what it's probably called auto deflect. So you can see he's just holding the block button, right? Do you know what happens? Automatic deflects. Do you see that? He doesn't have to press anything, he just has to hold it. But this is not even the best part. The best part is this. I continued to deflect him, I even managed to fatal strike him, but look at this one. I am going to slow down the time for you to see this. I hit him with poison, it does nothing, but then he hits me for 99,999 damage. Well done, brother, you got skills. Now, as for this one, this is another typical example. Now, take a look at his bar. Do you see the buffs above his head? The buffs are not really going down, are they? So I can tell straight away he's cheating. But then, of course, there's the damage. 0 damage. Absolutely laughable. Every time I have the chance, I laugh at these people. But, wow, what a surprise. He did hit me, and he did not kill me. And when I landed the fatal strike, it actually did some damage. That's a bit curious, isn't it? But most curious is, his halberd is not killing me. It's actually looking like it's doing normal damage. I continue to deflect while I laugh in the middle, But this Albert seems to be odd. Why is this Albert not killing me? I'm not entirely sure what's going on. But I continue to troll around, having my fun with this guy. Again, another fatal strike. And it did do some damage. But hold on, it's the second fatal strike. And I didn't kill him? He didn't heal? Oh, that's a bit strange. Oh, again, he's one of those with infinite HP. So, not only he takes no damage from the burn or the poison, as you can see, he does take damage from fatal strikes, but he doesn't take damage from poison or burning, funny enough. But look at his buffs, the buffs above his head. They don't go away. He permanently has these buffs on. Because having infinite HP and being unpoisonable and unburnable, it's not enough. But take a look at this next moment. So he's using a normal Albert as far as I can tell, right? But he does have a little staff on his back, doesn't he? So I fatal strike him again. I even poison him one more time. I burn him one more time. But then take a look at this specific moment here. He changes from his Albert to the staff, isn't it? Now that's curious. Maybe there's something wrong with that staff? Let's check it out. When he finally hits me, 16,952 damage. Wow. Another skilled opponent. Now, to the one that really matters. This guy here. QQ, hair, whatever his numbers are. First thing you might want to notice. It doesn't look straight away like he's cheating, does it? But he just used quite a few spells and his spirit bar is quite empty, isn't it? It should be way more filled than that, especially after using martial arts and all those spells. Why is his spirit bar not filled up by now? He's not one-shotting me, I give him that. His weapon doesn't kill me straight away. But how come my weapon only does 60 damage when it normally does around 200? There must be something strange here. There is. Take a look at his HP bar. Do you see how many buffs he has under his name? He's got 4 different buffs. And they are not going down. They are permanent buffs. They are constantly there. I get him poisoned. He cures himself because he doesn't have infinite spirit, but he has nearly infinite spirit. He doesn't go out of spirit at all. And take a look at those buffs. They are constantly there. But he doesn't kill me straight away because he wants to toy with me for whatever reason. I actually get some hits in, and you can see I do damage, but still, it looks like he's got too much HP, doesn't it? Because I have done about, what, 600 damage so far? He hasn't healed. How come he's not even halfway down his HP bar? A bit cheeky, isn't it? So, he doesn't even make it obvious straight away that he's a cheater. He tries to look like he's got skills. But now, he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 buffs activated at the same time. And they don't go down. 6 buffs. Jesus Christ. There isn't a single piece of armor in the game that grants you permanent buffs, except for 3 grace sets that will do a permanent buff or a permanent debuff to the opponent. But not 5 or 6, that's for sure. But now I'm going to slow motion again for you to notice this. Do you see? He's poisoned, and my poison is doing 11 per tick. Why is that? Because he's got reduced damage. That's why. So not only he's cheating, he's got all those buffs going on, but he's also got nearly infinite HP, I'm sure. But take a look at that. Look at how fast he runs with these buffs. Still, it takes quite a long time to kill me for a cheater, funny enough, because as you can imagine, I was just wasting his time so I could make up this video to call out on people that play the game like this dude does. Absolutely no skill, but well, if you gotta do what you gotta do, just don't engage in PvP, guys. If you play like this, just play it on your own. Don't ruin other people's games. There's no need for that. And you can always do this on your own. No one is gonna tell you off. No one is gonna bother you. No one is gonna say anything if you want to cheat playing it solo. It's your choice. You can even do this in your own game and maybe summon people to help you if you want. I'm not sure they're gonna be impressed, but at least they can't complain about it. It's your world. But when you are invading other people, just don't do this. He's got 1, 2, 3. He has 7 buffs activated by now. Absolutely amazing. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. It's just funny. It's just funny that some people feel the need to play the game like this. In any case, guys, thank you so much for watching. In the comments section down below, please feel free to leave your thoughts and your opinions about the cheaters and hackers in Wo Long Fallen Dynasty. Also, in the description of this video, you are going to find a link to the Team Ninja survey on Fallen Dynasty that's taking place at the moment. Make sure you complete that to help improve the game. Thank you so much for watching, and do consider subscribing if you haven't just yet. I'll see you in the next one. Cheerio!